Hello, this is djtechnoratt coming live from me at the Techno studio, and I'm going to give you a brief invitation of what it's like to be a music producer with disabilities. Basically, being a music producer with disabilities, it can be challenging. Sometimes people don't understand your music or the theory behind it, or basically understand you in general. Basically, living with disabilities is basically challenging enough. The fact that some people don't understand your music or where you're coming from, basically. But in my case, it's basically the fact that I'm basically having challenges inside my head that basically defeat my everyday purposes of what I'm trying to do, and that's basically where my music comes from. But basically, living with disabilities, it can be a challenge. Sometimes people don't understand what you're trying to do or the point you're trying to make or anything like that. Um, and it's funny, me being a DJ, it's funny, because I used to be very sensitive to loud noises, because certain people with diagnosis are sensitive to loud noises like me. And it's funny because, no one probably would have ever thought I would be a DJ. Like they probably would have thought I'd be a guitar player, keyboardist, or bass player, or something like that. Which I actually did used to play the bass for like 5 years. But yeah, and my mom always said that she always thought that basically music, it was going to be whatever career I pursue. She basically thought it was going to be a visual, like bass guitar, something like that. And she never really thought that basically I would be a music producer, basically sitting in front of a screen making music. But she's like, it makes sense because basically you're musically driven, and that basically you have a mind that's pictographed. So that makes photographic memory, they call it. That's what I have. So basically, it makes sense that I can just sit in front of a computer and come up with a whole bunch of beats and make it sound wonderful. So that's basically what it comes down to. And the meaning of DJ Techno it's basically he wants to make the world a better place and use his music to connect with God and make the world a better place. And it's basically the fact that DJ Techno like the main idea comes from me sitting in buying a computer once, and I found a dead mouse in it, and I fixed it up the next day, and I started playing music, and I got a pet rat, and he started dancing, so that's basically where the name comes from. But yeah, it can be a struggle. I basically sit here making music, and nobody really understands it. I don't really get a lot of views, so, or food subscribers, but that's just life. Nobody really understands anything anybody's trying to do in life. You just have to pursue it and keep trying. And that's what I'm trying to do. But living with disabilities, it can be a challenge. Sometimes people don't get you. Sometimes life can be challenging and you have obstacles that are challenging and trying to pursue them, but you have battles in your head that defeat you every day from stop you from pursuing the type of dream you want to dream or stuff like that. And even sometimes I'll wake up and be like, oh, another day doing the same thing, but that's just life. People aren't really going to understand you or what you're trying to do. You just have to keep pushing and moving forward and keep doing what you have to do. And eventually you'll get there. All right. DJ Techno at the DJ Techno studio. See you.